Okay, this is one of my older 1863 Springfield rifles. It is the Allin version, as you can see right here. Probably second variation. Let's see if I can get closer here. There's some pitting on the barrel, but still in really good shape. I mean, considering again for the age. This was probably done in 1866, the conversion, because if you look at it, it's the early version, as you can see. The newer version, probably later than that, like 1873 or can't remember the year, had a spring ejector. So when you closed it, there was a little ejector spring mechanism device that it would eject the shell casing. So that's why this is the early version. So again, you just put this is probably a 50-70. I'm really not quite sure. I haven't figured it out yet, but could be a 45-70, but usually they were 50-70s with a 58 caliber, an original flintlock back then. So when he did the conversion on this, what they did, they actually cut this back of this barrel and then do some drilling and etc. And then they put the block on. So you put the bullet in there, and then you just fire. Boom. Still got a nice action. So when the hammer actually goes forward to the pin, it actually also prevents this from moving up. So the gases doesn't blow this in your face. So again, see that? It's got really good spring action on the hammer. Boom. See? So it's still really good shape. I have no idea what these nails are. Looks like there was like some type of medallion in here. Could be kills. No, I'm serious. I hate to laugh, but maybe it was how many people that this thing killed at the time of the war, during the war. Because remember, this block was in 1963. That's what it says, right? Or 1863, I'm sorry. So this was probably used during the Civil War. Of course, this was added on in probably 1866. But I'm sure most of these parts were all original. Doesn't have it on this side. The actual stock looks pretty good. Doesn't even look like it's even been sanded or anything. The butt plate looks pretty decent. And again, there's the nails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nails. Trigger guard, of course, it has pitting, but it's still solid. It has U.S. Springfield right here. I don't know if you could see it. You could barely see it, actually. There's a little eagle sign over here. And then U.S. Springfield. And then 1863 here. You could barely, it's barely visible. Usually, with the block, it has a date here and the eagle emblem. But it's hard to see. You can't really see it. And then the serial number usually over here. But I think over the years, either how worn this rifle is or the patina also, maybe over the years somebody put like a varnish on it. You really can't see anything there. So now, even though this was second variation probably of Allin conversion, it only has 2 rings. And as you can see, the one swivel up at the end and the other one at the trigger guard. Some of them had the three rings. And what they did was, with the spring, like a spring clip thing here, when you push this down, this ring will pop forward. And it still works. And then so on with this. But they took this out and just put a plug, a wooden plug of the spring clip. The ramrod looks original. Pretty good shape. Again, the barrel looks great, and I looked in the barrel. It's a rifled barrel, so there is rifling in there, and it looks in good shape. So as far as shooting this, I don't know. I think if you cleaned it up, I think it would still shoot. I think you'll still be okay, because this is very tight. So there you go. There's my 1863 Springfield trap door. Probably around 1866, the Allin version, or converted to a block. And for a trap door, I mean. So I'm not an expert in these old rifles, but so sorry I'm not talking the lingo that it should be. But pretty nice rifle and pretty solid. Very solid rifle. Not bad. Not bad at all. See if I get a better. Alright, so there you go. There it is.